Hello everybody, welcome to this instruction video. This video we'll be making block 9 of the crochet along circles of the sun. I'll be taking you step by step through this pattern. The original design you can find online on Tatiana's website Lilla Bjorn Crochet, and we're of course making these circles of the sun crochet along. So this is block 9 that we'll be making. The yarn that I'm using is cotton 8 yarn from Scheepjes, and I'm also using a 3mm crochet hook. I'll take you step by step through this pattern. I hope it's a useful video for you. Thank you for watching. Round 1. I'm going to start with a magic ring. And so, and into the magic ring we're now going to work 12 double crochets. Now the first double crochet is a chain 2, that's first, and then followed by 11 more double crochets in the ring itself. That's 1, 2, and this first round is always a little fiddly because you don't have a lot to hold on to yet. You should also keep your tension on your ring good and tight, because that also makes it easier to work into. And this is 9, 10, and 11. And then of course with this first chain 2 that brings us to 12. Close the ring by pulling on your tail, your yarn tail, like so. Cut off your yarn, and I'm going to show you how to close using your hook. Open up this last stitch, open it up completely, then go back to where you just were. You have here the chain 2, this is your very first stitch. Enter into that stitch and pull your yarn loop or your yarn through the loop. And go back to the last stitch that you just made. That's this stitch here that contains half the loop, so that contains this loop here. And from the back, your back loop, just going to turn it around, pull your yarn through that loop also. And then that is your invisible join or needle join made. You can see your join there. This thread you have to work in really well as this thread. Both threads of the first circle are usually a little fiddly, and you really need to work them in well. That completes your first round, and then you're ready for round 2. Round 2. This round we're only going to be working in every second stitch from round 1, and we're going to be working through both loops, so do take note. You can start in any position you like. I'm going to take this one here, so through both loops pick up your yarn. Yes. Yep. We're going to work double crochet 4 togethers. Now the first double crochet 4 together is going to be a chain 2 in combination with the double crochet 3 together. So this first one is different, and then the second one we're going to be working skip one stitch and work the second one. It's going to be a real double crochet 4 together. So chain 2. That's for the first leg basically, and now we work a double crochet 3 together in the same stitch. So that is the first leg, well, the second, and 2, and again yarn over, pick up a loop, all in the same stitch, take off 2 loops. Now you have 4 loops on your hook. You take them all off in one go. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're a loose crocheter, you might want to make this a chain 3. So just check your own gauge and see if chain 4 or chain 3 works best for you. I'm going to skip a stitch. That's this stitch here, and then in the next stitch work a double crochet 4 together through both loops. So this is the first leg, yarn over through the same stitch, pick up, take off, yarn over through the same stitch again, and now you have 3 legs and a 4th time yarn over, all in the same stitch, and take off 2 loops. Now you have 5 loops on your hook. Take them all off in one go. And while I'm doing so, I'm pushing my hook a little bit upwards. So I'm holding tight and pushing upwards. Then the chances of getting your hook stuck here somewhere in the middle is a lot less, because you're taking them through quite a few number of loops at the same time. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and repeat. Basically, this is your repeat unit. Skip a stitch, that's this stitch here, and on the next stitch through both loops, again work a double crochet 4 together. That's the first leg, yarn over, pick up, take off 2, yarn over, take off 2, and again yarn over and take off. 5 loops on your hook, take them all off, and now you've done 2 repeats. Chain 4, and you're going to continue like this all the way around. So again, skip this stitch, and here work the double crochet 4 together in that stitch, and then again chain 4. You're going to continue like this, go all the way around, make your last chain 4, and then close with a slip stitch in the first double crochet 4 together. Round 3. This round you can start on the top of any double crochet 4 together from the previous round. I'm going to start in this stitch, and I still have the thread from my join here because I'm going to work over it in this round. So I'm going to start on this position here because then I have the maximum amount of space to take this thread from round 2 with me. So at the top of any double crochet 4 together, I'm going to this one, in that stitch, in the top stitch, you're also working through both loops of this round. Pick up your yarn like so. I'm going to start with a single crochet in top of this double crochet 4 together. The first one is, as always, a chain 1. In the space, that's this chain 4 space, I'm going to work 2 single crochets. In the space, work 1, 2 single crochets. Now we're again going to work a treble 4 together. So similar to the treble 3, the double crochet 4 together, we're now going to work a treble 4 together. We're going to work it in this stitch here. That's the stitch that we skipped in round 1. So in front of our work, we're now going to make this treble 4 together. So it's twice over for the treble, into the stitch, and really make sure that you're still in front of the chain 4 space. That you really want to stay in front of that. So fold it to the back if needed, and take off 2 times. So that's the first leg. twice over in the same stitch, and again 1, 2 times. So there we go, you have 3 loops on your hook, twice over, still through the same stitch, 1, 2 times, and the last one, take off 1, 2 times. You have 5 loops on your hook. You should take them all off in one go. We're going to come back up to the chain space, and if all went well, this is now to the back of your work, and in this space you're going to work 2 more single crochets. Sorry, I just need to pull my yarn a little tighter here. So there we go. So in that chain 4 space, work 2 more single crochets. 1 and 2. And that is your repeat unit. You're going to do this 6 times in total. So to show you the next repeat, on top of the the double crochet, this is a double crochet 3 together, work a single crochet. See, I also have the join in here from the previous rounds, so really make sure that you work over that slip stitch join, work a single crochet. The chain 1 space, chain 4 space, I'm all tongue-tied today. The chain 4 space, work 2 single crochets. The skipped stitch down here from round 1, we're going to work a treble 4 together. So into that stitch, and really make sure that you stay in front of the chain space. Yes, there we go. That's the first leg, and you might really want to just take your time for these stitches. It's really going to be very frustrating if you finish them and you suddenly see that, oh, you've taken this chain space with you. So really take your time for these stitches. And that is leg number 3, yes, and then leg number 4. So 4 trebles almost completed in the same stitch. 5 loops on your hook, take them all off in one go. Come back up to the chain 4 space and work 2 single crochets, like so. And then you're again at the top of the next double crochet 4 together, and here work again a single crochet, and this is single crochet is the same as that one, is the same as this one. So this is your repeat unit. Work this in total 6 times, so you still have 4 more left to do on each space, and close with a needle join on your first stitch. Round 4, and to start on any treble 4 together from the previous round, from round 3, on the top of the stitch in the back loop. So you see here, this is the top of this is the stitch, double the treble 4 together. You take the back loop, attach new color yarn, and our first stitch is going to be a double crochet increase. Of course, the first one is a chain 2. This is our first double crochet, followed by a second in the same stitch. On the next 2 stitches, going to work a double crochet. especially that first one. Make sure to see it properly, because it can be slightly obscured by the treble. And 2. Now we're going to work an increase again. This is your repeat unit. The double crochet increase followed by 2 double crochets. Work an increase again, and an increase is always on the stitch that's in the double crochet together from round 2. So that will be an increase. And on the next 2 stitches again work a double crochet. It's going to be 1 and 2. Now you're at the beginning of the repeat unit again, because you're on the top of the treble. Again work here 2 double crochets and then 2 double crochets on the next 2 stitches. And then you're at the next repeat unit again, which is again at the top of this treble, and a double crochet I should say, and then again 2 double crochets, and then again an increase. You're going to go all the way around and close with a needle join on your first stitch. Round 5. This round you're going to be working in the front loops of round 3, so in the round from the treble 4 togethers. You're going to be working in the front loop of a treble 4 together and a single crochet that you worked in a double together, so that's this loop here. These are the loops that you're going to be working in. Oh yeah, let me just unhook my hook. Start on any treble you like. I'm going to take this one and then the front loop, because the back loop is of course already occupied, and pick up your yarn. Going to start with a single crochet. Of course the first single crochet is a chain 1. 4 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. So for this very first stitch you of course have 5 chain stitches. So chain 4 and then skip 2 stitches. It's 1, 2. That means the next stitch is going to be this stitch here that you worked in the double crochet 4 together. So this stitch here, bottom to top, pick up your yarn and work a single crochet. That's your repeat unit. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, which means the next one is again going to be the stitch on the treble 4 together, and work a single crochet. Now you've done 2 repeats and the single crochets already of the next repeat. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Continue like this. We go all the way around, and when you get to the beginning you close with a slip stitch on this first stitch where we started, and then you're going to pull both loops to the back of your work and close with a knot like we've done before. Round 6. This round we're going to start on any double crochet increase from the previous round, so it doesn't matter which one you choose. I'm going to take this one here, double crochet increase, and you take the second double crochet of the 2 in the back loop. Going to attach our yarn. We start with 4 single crochets, and the first is of course a chain 1. That's 1, 2, 3, and single crochet number 4. now we're going to work a single crochet between these two double crochets, so really in between the posts, so that hole that I'm making there. In between the two, make a single crochet. That's your repeat unit. Going to do this in total 12 times. Show you once more. Now, especially the next single crochet, be certain not to miss this accidentally, because you can see how this stitch is kind of falling over this one, so especially make sure that you don't just miss this single crochet. So really, there we go. That's single crochet number 1, 2, 3, and 4, and now again a single crochet between the two posts, between the stitches, and then we're ready for our next repeat, which is again going to be a first double crochet, second double crochet of this double crochet increase. So this one that you're working in between, you're working between an increase, that single crochet. Continue like this, work 4 single crochets on the next double crochets, and then again a single crochet between the two posts. Continue like that, go all the way around and close with a needle join on your first stitch. Round 7. This round going to start on any single crochet that you've worked that starts immediately after a single crochet that you've made between two double crochets. So I'm going to take this single crochet here, and again only the back loop. Attach your yarn, and we're going to work half double crochets in this round. Do take note that you do not go autopilot and work double crochets, so half doubles. Start with 4 half double crochets. The first is a chain 2, so that's 1 half double. The second, working only in the back loops, it's 2, 3, and 4. And on the next stitch, which should be a single crochet that you work between two double crochets, going to make 2 half double crochets. This is 1 and 2. That's your repeat unit. You're going to do this in total 12 times. I'll show you once more. So on the next 4 stitches in the back loops, work 4 half double crochets. It's 1 and 2, 3, 4, and on the following stitch you work 2 half double crochets, and that stitch should of course again be the single crochet that you worked between 2 double crochets. You've now done the repeat 2 times, so you need to do this 10 more times, so go all the way around, and then you close with a needle join on the first stitch. Round 8. This round you're going to start on any half double crochet that comes after an increase. So here I have the 2 worked in 1 stitch, so take the half double crochet immediately after that. And again working only in the back loops, so the back loop of the stitch, I'm going to attach my yarn. And we're starting with 5 single crochets. The first is a chain 1, that's 1 single crochet, 2, 3, 4, and there we go, 5 single crochets. Now we're going to work a double crochet 4 together, and we're going to work it in this loop here. This is the loop from the front loop from the single crochet that you worked between 2 double crochets. So in this loop here, this is from round 6. To make a double crochet 4 together, so yarn over and into the loop, especially the first one is going to be slightly harder, and take off once. So you're going to need 4 legs here in total. That's your second leg, and then a third leg, and it's leg number 4. Now you have 5 loops on your hook, all worked in that same stitch. Take them all off in one go. In the process I'm going to push slightly upwards, so really causing tension on the top of my stitches, which means I have a less chance of snagging the hook to the bottom of the stitches. See, and there I didn't keep my tension right and I lost my yarn. So again, take through, and that completes your repeat unit. 5 single crochets and the double crochet 4 together. You're going to skip a stitch to the back, so that's going to be the next stitch. That's going to be this stitch. You're going to skip this stitch and then work in this stitch again. And this skip your stitch you're skipping, many S's in there, is going to be the second half double crochet of a half double crochet increase. So this is again going to be the first stitch we're working in. See how I've skipped that stitch, and that is the first of again 5 single crochets. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, like so. And now you're again going to work a double crochet 4 together in this stitch here. I'll show you once more. Yarn over into that stitch and take off once, again 2 times, and 3 times, and then this is number 4. You have 5 loops on your hook, all worked in the same stitch, and take them all off. Skip a stitch above, so that's going to be, this is the stitch you're skipping, that's the next one you're then working in, which is again single crochet number 1 of 5. So this is your repeat unit. I'm going to do this in total 12 times. I've now done 2, so you need to do this 10 more times to go all the way around. And after your last double crochet 4 together, close with a needle join on the first stitch. Round 9. This round we're going to be squaring up the mandala that we've made up till now. You're going to start on any double crochet 4 together above a treble 4 together from round 3. So you see, this is a treble 4, this double crochet 4 together. So this stitch, back loop, pick up your yarn like so. I'm going to start by working a single crochet. So the first single crochet is of course chain 1, followed by a half double crochet on the next stitch, still working only in the back loop. It's a half double followed by 2 double crochets on the next 2 stitches. That's 1 and 2 double crochets. Next we work 2 trebles on the next 2 stitches, so that's twice over, and the first treble, 1, 2, 3, again twice over, and on the next stitch in the back loop, and that's 1, 2, 3, so 2 trebles. Now we're going to be working 2 trebles in the next stitch together, so 2 trebles together in the same stitch. So that is the first treble, so you're making 2 complete trebles, you're not working them together. Sorry if I might have confused you there. So 2 individual trebles worked in the same stitch, like so. Chain 2, and now we're going to do exactly the same as we did here in reverse order. So 2 trebles on the next stitch, that is 1 and a second, 1, 2, 3, 2 trebles on the one stitch, then 2 trebles on the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2. On the following 2 stitches you're going to work 2 double crochets. Is 1 and 2 and a half double crochet. Now we need to work 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And now you're at the same point as you are here. So the first stitch is of course a single crochet followed by a half double. You see how I'm starting now the next repeat unit. So now you will again make 2 double crochets, 2 trebles, work 2 trebles in the same stitch, chain 2, etc. This was your first corner plus 2 stitches. Make this corner on all 4 corners, so you're going to do this 3 more times, and then after your last 5 single crochets, close with a needle join on your first stitch. Round 10. This round is also the last round of our square. I'm going to start in the 6th and the first single crochet of these 6 single crochets that you have on any edge. The first single crochet is this one and the back loop. Pick up your yarn. You're going to work 12 single crochets, and of course the first one is again a chain 1. And this is number 2. And you're working 12 single crochets in the back loops, and this round is of course exactly the same as all the other final rounds of each of the other grannies that we've made in this crochet along. And this is also the very last square that we're making in this crochet along, because from what's now left is of course to connect all of these squares. So this round is your last true crochet round. Just see, where are we now? And one more. This is number 12. On the last stitch that you now have left, you work a half double crochet in the back loop. In the chain 2 space of the corner, work 2 double crochets. So 1 and 2. Chain 2, and then you can work the second half of the corner, which is again 2 double crochets in the chain 2 corner space. So 1 and 2. The first stitch immediately after the corner, on that back loop, work a half double crochet. It's always important to really make sure that you're on that stitch properly. A half double crochet, and now on the next 6 stitches you work 6 single crochets, and then you're back at the beginning of the repeat unit. You're going to do this in total 4 times, so for each corner, and when you're all the way around, you close with a needle join on your first stitch. This is 6 single crochets, and this is your corner complete. So go all the way around for all 4 corners and close with a needle join on that first stitch. When you've completed your last needle join, you've also completed your last square of this crochet along. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time when we'll be joining all the squares that we've made.